So hello guys, welcome back to my channel and I'm very excited to review this 2022 Nissan Almera. I'm inside the VE variant. What I'll be driving is the VLN Sport. Sadly, I could only drive it around here in show, but that's fine. There was not much traffic, so I kinda enjoyed the test drive anyway. I drove it first before I did my shot here in the showroom. Later on in the video when I drive the thing, oh my god, it's so good. That's all I'm gonna say for now. Nissan has been stepping up their game lately. I thought they were always the one behind. Then later on, they've been releasing so plenty of units. You have the Navara Pro 4X, the new Nissan Terra, the Leaf as well, I will include that, and this new Almera. So there are already 4 new models in this year alone. And probably there's a new Nissan Patrol. Not sure about that, but anyway. So this is the latest of the new models from Nissan's lineup. And as usual, in Nissan show, there's music playing in the background. Decided to film in here instead. I'm talking a lot, sorry, because this is a really good car. And hopefully, I'm not sure if you're able to see it. There's a car outside that I reviewed here, but I didn't drive it. I'm in negotiations that I can drive that car. Anyway, back to the review. I'm inside the VE variant. It's actually still a nice place to be in. Just only a few differences from the exterior, and excuse me, I will just read from the brochure. I don't memorize it that much. So, so differences between the VLN Sport and the VE variant, which I am sitting in, is the alloy wheels, the leather-wrapped steering wheel. Why do I keep lagging like this? Anyway, the front and rear bumper, as well as the N-Sport designed dark chrome V-Motion grille, that's a long name. The outside door mirrors. The 60/40 folding rear seats are only available in the VLN Sport, sadly not in the VE variant. The door trim with stitching. The dashboard trim soft touch panel. Okay, I can confirm that. Sorry, there's no shot of that. And just 2 more things with the Nissan Intelligent Mobility, the blind spot warning and the rear cross traffic alert system. Those are the only additions to the VLN Sport variant. The blind spot warning helps a lot when I drove it earlier. So those are just the main differences between the 2 variants of the Almera. And also the ground clearance is 135 millimeters. I'm not sure if that's the lowest in class, but driving it around here, the Shaw Boulevard test route, and in the backside as well, where there are a lot of humps and potholes, it wasn't bad at all. I even forgot it was that low. Anyway, of course, the looks alone, I prefer the look of that N-Sport design. But this VE variant looks cleaner, I would say. And the Nissan logo is actually the radar of the Nissan Intelligent Mobility Pack. That's actually a cool hidden feature in front of the car. And weirdly, for a sedan, there's a floating roof design. There's a black part on the C-pillar. Also, I forgot the other differences between the VE and the VLN Sport. The VE doesn't have a central armrest. The VLN Sport has a central armrest. I couldn't demo it because it's wrapped in plastic. It's a fresh unit. So, yeah, that's all I missed. So, that's about much it in the exterior. I will show you here where I am sitting, the interior. So this is the interior of the 2022 Nissan Almera. I forgot to mention this the whole time even when I drove it, sorry. The left side of the instrument cluster is completely digital. There are a lot of displays you can choose from. So I just left it in the fuel consumption meter and the tachometer earlier. And you still have the analog speedometer on the right side. So sorry I forgot to mention this. We're a bit pressed for time because there are a lot of people who were test driving the new Almera as well today. And the soft touch, as I mentioned earlier, from the N-Sport, this in the VE here, it's plastic. So here still have the same dashboard trim like in the VLN Sport. Also same 8-inch touchscreen over here. Also, I tested out the infotainment. There's no delay, it's not laggy, it's very good. The cameras, I would say the 360-degree camera as well. It's not the best, but at least it's good to have. But I would say it's still decent. I did try it out when I was backing out from the parking lot. Also here in your center console, you have gloss black all around, but at least it's still not dirty. There are no manual modes here, by the way, sadly. Also, you have your start-stop button here. You have cubby space here, enough for a phone, probably. Not my phone though, anyway. Oh wait, no, it's enough for a phone. Also here, you have your 12-volt socket, one USB port, and an aux cord. You still have physical buttons here for your climate control. Being a Nissan, it was so cold earlier. I didn't mention it anymore. Few more cubby space here. 2 cup holders, a manual handbrake. I'll get to this later. Glove box is actually massive. A cubby space and a bottle holder on either side. You have your window switches here. Your auto start stop button. I didn't demo it that much because I enjoyed driving it. Just opening for the filler cap, for opening the hood. Your controls for the instrument cluster is here. Also, you have light switches here on top. Whoops. So visor. Oh, there's a mirror here on either side. Yep. Visor. It's quite big. Nope. Whoops. Sorry. So here in the back of the Nissan Almera, leg room, feet room is massive. I'm impressed. And headroom is actually alright. Actually, I was expecting it to be a bit taller, but enough for me, so it's not too bad. That's my driving position, by the way. I am 5'4". And not much toys here in the back. There's no seat pocket, but you only have 1 cubby space here and 2 USB ports here under this plastic thingy. I don't know what it's called. And being the V variant, there's no central armrest. Only the VLN Sport has it. Transmission tunnel. It's about that big. So if I sit here in the middle. Okay, still comfortable. And oh, look at the headroom now. It's very small. Hold on a minute. Why is it softer in the middle? Okay, the middle seat is a bit softer than the regular seats. Okay, I'd rather sit in the middle. Why? Why is that? No, I swear. No. I'm not joking. It's so soft here in the middle. What else? Oh, you just only have bottle holders on either side of the door. That's about it. And trunk space. Also, something I missed, there's a diffuser here and another fake carbon fiber trim with a reflector. Now I'll show you the engine. So this is the engine of the 2022 Nissan Almera. From a 4-cylinder, now it's a 1-liter turbocharged 3-cylinder engine. As you can see, there's a lot going on, and this engine produces 100 horsepower and 152 Newton meters of torque. And I can't wait to show you guys on how I drove this. I drove this like crazy. I would say it's a fun car to drive, and I would say it's one of the most enjoyable subcompact sedans I've ever driven, along with the Volkswagen Santana manual. Also, if you get the manual version of this, you have 8 Newton meters more with 160 Newton meters compared to the CVT variants. Also, the CVT is no longer a Jatco system. Now it's an Xtronic, a CVT transmission. So with that, let's go for a drive. So driving the 2022 Nissan Almera N Sport. Okay, first impressions, the brakes are quite high, but I would say the steering is so light. I think one of the lightest as well in its class. Okay, that's already a good start for this car. And I could say it's quite punchy. And also, despite being a 3-cylinder engine, it gives quite a good sound, okay, from a standstill. I love the turbo whistle. Also, this does not have pumped-in audio whatsoever, so it sounds really raspy for 3-cylinder. And also from a standstill, there's quite a bit of hesitation only, but it's not too slow. Okay, over humps and bumps, it's so comfortable. That's also very good. And here, rolling shot from 20 kilometers per hour. Okay, just a bit of a delay, but it ain't too bad. Not like most automatics or CVTs in general. Okay, the steering is so light. There's still good feedback to it. So it kinda simulates shifting still, even though there's no manual mode or driving modes whatsoever. Okay, that's pretty good. And there's excellent low-end torque from this engine. Since this is a turbocharged engine, it's still very, very impressive. In a very bumpy part of the test route, it's so comfortable over bumps. I think this is probably one of the most comfortable subcompact sedans I've ever driven so far. This is a nice place to be in. Despite being only a subcompact sedan, it's still well equipped, it's so comfortable. NVH also is very good. I don't mind there's a bit of engine noise since it's not a diesel. Of course, that was my complaint with the Navara and Terra. This one sounds at least good despite being it only a 3-cylinder. Okay, pickup, it's not too bad, like half a second delay only. This is a perfect city car, I would say. I'm driving it only for a short while. It's already a fun car to drive. Also, CVT is not bad. It doesn't hang in the RPM for too long. There's kind of simulation, but sadly, there's no manual mode. Anyway, I'm just nitpicking. Heavy stop and go traffic. I noticed that it's quite peppy. Right, look. Yeah, just the delay, but it's not too bad, as I said. It's an alright responding transmission. Despite being a CVT, that's the blind spot warning system. That's also very handy. It's a funny horn. Okay, this 3-cylinder engine is very powerful and produces a very nice sound to it. This is what's unique with 3 cylinders. Like, of course, the Big Daddy, the GREIs, that's also 3 cylinders. But it sounds a bit better, in my opinion, than the BMW 1 Series that I drove a few months ago, which also has a turbocharged 3-cylinder engine. This one sounds way better than that. And it shuts off immediately after 20 kilometers per hour, so you won't get distracted. So let's try the turning radius over here. Yeah, this thing is super light. This is going to be an easy car today if this is going to be your first car. Also, despite being too light, there's still a good amount of feedback to it, unlike some other competitors. Wow, I'm really impressed with this Almera. Kinda exceeded all of my expectations driving this car. Wow. Of course, if you're just cruising and not winning that much, it's also a quiet car, despite being a 3-cylinder. Just steady pace around 50 kph. Look. And why not floor it? Okay, just a bit of a delay, but wow, it picks up so fast. The most fun, of course, I've benchmarked the Volkswagen Santana manual, okay, manual. I haven't driven the automatics yet. That's been my benchmark ever since with the subcompact sedans. Okay, this is better already than the Hyundai Accent. It's just a bit better than the Honda City I drove. I drove a 2019 model, shout out to Osh. I haven't driven the 2021 model units yet. The CVT is kind of similar with Osh, but sadly there are no paddle shifters in this Almera, but it's fine. So driving it a bit more now, over humps and bumps, it's easily one of the most comfortable in its class as well. This new Almera is taking a lot of boxes. I'm very impressed. From how far they've gone, from the old one, and then to this 2022 model. Wow, what a step up. Now this is probably the benchmark in its class. So I'm gonna say this is gonna be the title of the video as well. Will the challengers please stand up? This is the car you have to look out for. As I said earlier, one of the most powerful cars in its class, 100 horsepower, and then the torque figures easily the one of the most powerful as well. So I can't imagine what the manual is gonna be like. I wish there were test units of that. So that's all I can say with this new Almera. Let's floor it one more time. Wow. So that concludes my review. Hope you guys like and subscribe. And I will see you with more future car reviews. Bye-bye.